We're getting down to the end now. That was episode number 8. Title was No One. Unbelievable. No One, obviously, you figure it's going to be Arya heavy. Although it just kind of bookends with her. It begins and ends with Arya. The actress chick gets her out of the predicament she was in last week. You remember she got stabbed. She runs, hangs out with the actress chick. You know, they talk a little bit. She gets Arya to recover, but that, the bitch with the stick isn't done with Arya. She's coming for her, no doubt. The Hound, he gets his revenge too. He runs into 4 of those bros out in the woods, and oh yeah, man, my bad, dude. It wasn't Euron Greyjoy. My bad last week. A couple people pointed that out to me. I made that mistake. Fuck you, man. Most of you guys didn't know who the hell that was either. I didn't think it made sense, but whatever. So anyhow, he catches up with 4 of the bros without banners. He kills them, no problem, man. Takes them all out. Some vicious Hound killing. Catches up with the other dudes too, but, that was a little bit on down the ways a little bit. You get the Mountain and Cersei first. The Sparrows show up. They want Cersei to come to some kind of meeting or bullshit, and she says no. Then we finally get the infamous scene, from the trailer like 3 months ago where she says, I choose violence. The Mountain gets one Sparrow, rips his fucking head off. It was pretty unbelievable. We've been waiting to see. I know the Mountain's got him a kill or two, but we finally got to see a cool one. A lot of shit going on with Brienne and Jaime. You still see they got a little thing going on, but it's getting to the point where they're like, look, man, we're adversaries at this point. So she gets away. Jaime gets River Run. The Blackfish has to surrender. Well, he doesn't have to surrender after all. His nephew gets it back. Jaime releases him as being a prisoner. The Blackfish goes down in a fight. They didn't show the fight, though. There's a couple fight scenes. I guess after all the Hound violence, maybe they didn't want to show some of these other fight scenes. So Tommen, that's the meeting he wanted Cersei at. He lays down the new law. There's going to be no more trials by combat, according to him. I still can't tell. I guess he's not in on it. I think he is full-blown religion guy. Well, Marjorie, she's pulling some strings still. Cersei, she couldn't believe it. She was in just total shock. We do get a little action over there with Tyrion and Grey Worm and Grey Worm's girl. They had an awkward moment, telling some jokes, drinking some wine. About that time, they're attacked by the Masters. Thought perhaps it was already Theon and his sister getting over there, but no, you can't make that trip in just a week, even though you got 1,000 stolen ships. So the Masters are attacking. Khaleesi shows up just in time on one of her dragons. We don't find out what that means. Although I don't know if the dragon's gonna go out there fucking up them ships or what. Let's see. Then we got to finish off the Hound. He runs into the 3 remaining bros without banners, but unfortunately, Eye Patch Dude had already gotten to him. You remember Eye Patch Dude? He whooped him a few years back. Melisandre brought him back. That guy, and he allows the Hound to kill 2 of them while he gets 1. There was a hanging. I don't know, some kind of respect bullshit. They got some weird thing. I don't know. The Lord of Light. Them people with the Lord of Light. You know how they are. So anyhow, and then I've realized the Hound is like the Kevin Durant of Game of Thrones. Last week he had Swidgen trying to recruit him into that village, and then they killed everybody. They're trying to convince him he can be good. The Hound's got this thing maybe where he wants to do some good as he's getting older. He was on the edge of death there a few seasons back, and now he's here. So now you got this guy recruiting him. The Hound's listening to his call. He give him the old Clegane, they're still good in use kind of speech, and so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see who the Hound ends up signing with. Right now, he's a sought-after free agent on Game of Thrones, and I'd want the Hound on my side. Still hoping we're going to somehow get the Hound in the Mountain. Although, how can he beat the Mountain at this point? I don't know what I'm talking about anymore at this point. We're pretty much to the end of the episode, and Arya gets that bitch with the stick. There's about a 5 or 10 minute chase that ensued, and we get no fight scene. Arya cuts the lights in the room, and then boom, next thing you know, we see that bitch's head up there on the wall in the house. She tells Jack and the guard, I'm out of here, and I'm out of here. I'm F Zappa 20. That was episode 8. Boom. Thanks for watching, guys.